The other day I was telling my brother over a data call about how I hurt my knee in my martial arts class. After the call, I visited a social networking site. Lo and behold, there was an ad for an ultra-advanced kneecap staring me in the face. Was it coincidence? No. I think it was digital eavesdropping. This is done through data sniffing. I know, it's beginning to sound like a canine spy thriller. Data sniffing is where a program is used to record and analyze packets of audio data to glean useful information. This could be used by governments to spy on its enemies or even its own citizens, or by companies to figure out what you as a consumer are interested in so that they can serve you relevant advertising. I used to have a pastime. I would sit in a cafe and pretend to watch the world go by. Meanwhile, I would listen to conversations taking place at tables within earshot. Out of these conversations, I would develop character sketches, plots, and indeed entire stories in my head. Yes, I confess I was eavesdropping, mea culpa, but it was so much fun. Eavesdropping means secretly listening to conversations, but it used to mean something entirely different. The eaves are the part of the roof that extend beyond the walls of the house. Their purpose was to ensure that rainwater did not drip down the walls into the foundations, thus damaging them. Instead, the water would fall on the ground a couple of feet away from the house. This zone surrounding the house at a safe distance was known as the eaves drip, which in Old English was spelled YFESDRYPE, a word found in an 868 AD Kentish charter. The dripping water too was referred to as such. And eaves is actually a singular form, but people mistook it as a plural because of the S at the end, and today we use it as if it were a plural. Nor is eaves a unique example of this sort of thing. Peas was the original singular form of the word pea, but people assumed that it was a plural because of the S, and they formed the new singular form pea, which is now the universally accepted one. Eaves drip turned into eavesdrop, and the meaning went from the literal to the metaphorical. People realized that the eavesdrop area was the perfect vantage point from which to spy on one's neighbors, close enough to hear what they were saying, and far enough away to not be accused of being peeping toms. Folk etymology suggests that people used to hang from the eaves to overhear conversations, but that is as far-fetched as it sounds. The current meaning of the word was first seen in 1487. The jurors of the constables say upon their oath that Henry Rowley of Nottingham, in the 3rd year of the reign of King Henry VII, is a common eavesdropper and night wanderer, to the perturbation of our Lord the King's folk and against his peace. According to Les Termes de la Ley, written by John and William Rastel in 1636, eavesdroppers are such as stand under walls and windows, by night or day to hear news, and to carry them to others to make strife and debate among their neighbors. Those are evil members of the Commonwealth, and therefore by the Statute of Westminster are to be punished. Boy, am I glad that the garden variety eavesdropping that I indulged in is no longer considered a punishable offense. Oh, and did I mention that I'm a night wanderer too? Of course, the more high-tech forms of eavesdropping that are practiced today are in a legal grey area. Using hidden microphones and recorders, or hacking into cell phones or laptops and remotely activating their microphones, cyber attackers can listen into confidential conversations and harm you. The space-age technology of the ray gun sends out radio waves or laser beams that can be directed to an individual hundreds of feet away and enable you to eavesdrop undetected on that person's conversation. In the wrong person's hands, this technology would be dangerous. In my hands, it would be fodder for next level storytelling. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now. like this content, do subscribe. Like, comment, share, tag your friends from one English nut to another. Thank you.